the Bright Idea Sports Show. Guess who's back?
What's happening, y'all? We back in the building.
Man, what's up? It's been a long time.
Man, I feel like we went through a little hibernation, a little bit of a break that ended and turned into months of breaks and everything stopped. But we just couldn't stop, man. We had to get back. Too much going on right now.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. How y'all good people out there doing tonight? Talk to me. Tell
Man,
me
I
how
hope
you doing.
everybody was able to get back into tuning in on Thursday nights because it's about to get live and we coming back at a good time.
Yes, sir. We are. Football's getting ready to get started. The playoffs are underway. How you like that so far?
Hey, man, it's been very entertaining. I tell you that much. It's been taking some of the edge off of not having nothing to do in the evenings, but it's been pretty good. I like the bubble. I think it neutralized.
AAU tournament.
Yeah, it neutralized the whole bunch of stuff.
Hold on,
yeah. It put up this bubble put the NBA at a point where it's really coming down to stamina, skill, and perseverance. So we're gonna keep watching like tonight, looking at Toronto and Boston. And I like it because the game's been competitive.
Yeah, it definitely has been that. What you think about last night? Did you want Chris Paul and them to win? I wanted them to win, bro.
He had it in his hand, man.
He missed a lot of shots. They missed that close one and then Schroeder missed 2 layups. Man, they had them. They had their number.
I was thinking, Kev, we used to hoop every day. And I was just like, but these guys play 80, 90, 100 some games. Playing every other day gonna get you in a minute, bro. And I don't care who you are.
Oh, Dame broke down. Dame definitely Dame broke down on that.
Boy, you play on short rest, those legs gonna give out. And we saw that in Utah and Denver. They wasn't making nothing in their game.
They weren't making anything.
Yeah.
Are the Bucks in trouble?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. They don't have a plan, man. I think in game 2 they had a plan and they came out with it and it kind of went their way, but they're fouling way too much. They turning the ball over, and unfortunately, Giannis seemed like they hadn't figured out the puzzle, man. He got to expand his game because they shutting down. They shutting down everything he liked to do.
Oh yeah, I really think, and it's me cutting to it, but I really think that that Giannis doesn't need to have the ball as much.
No. He doesn't.
I think Chris Middleton does better with the ball.
And Bledsoe.
Than he does. Yeah, I mean, because he's so simple to guard. So he's going to do the same thing. When you don't have a jump and all you have is the Euro and the power game, you get into a coach like Spoelstra, they just sitting there waiting. You watch how much they shade the player they supposed to be guarding. Either that or they're going to have to start knocking down some threes to keep them honest because – they collapse on him every time. I just think they got their number. And Budenholzer is so hard-headed, he don't want to change his game plan, and it's just going to bite him in the butt. It's going to bite him in the butt.
It seemed like the last game where he did his best was when he posted up, and then he made his move, and it wasn't that wall there to stop him. But the post-up game is ancient history these days, man. Nobody want to do it. But I think that's going to be the key for him, getting the ball out of his hands, getting him down in the box, and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting because down 2-0 in the bubble in the glorified AAU game, they got 4 goals that they have down there, 4 basketball rims, and they all know how they break, how the light shine on them. It's so funny to watch because you just know when you catch fire like Jamal Murray. I mean, that was great. Did you see him on Sports Center last night night before last when Scott Van Pelt said, yeah, so, how do you feel, you're going to have the legs to play on Thursday? He was like, we play on Thursday? He's like, wait a minute, we don't get 2 days off? That was great. That was great. Nah,
you coming back on every other day.
So tonight, we got tonight's games. I know what's name's already playing. I hadn't looked at all. What you got here with Boston, Toronto? Give us some quick insights on them.
And kind of figured out, number one, how to slow Toronto down in the fast break, which is their key. And then number 2, Boston been hitting shots. Yeah. So when you put those 2 things together and the effort that they're putting together, it's like Toronto is finally getting smacked in the mouth, and they kind of freaking out. They're not really having composure. A lot of crying on fouls, a lot of looking at the referee instead of hustling back. There's a lot of different things that are happening. So right now it looks like it's in Boston's favor, just because it seems like it got Toronto frustrated, man.
Yeah, they do. They are kind of Pascal Siakam. You can't be Robin no more. You got to be Batman now. You can't hide.
That's
behind,
right, man.
You can't hide behind Kawhi, because that's not going to work.
No,
I mean he has the same move every time he get the ball. They playing the spin. They know he gonna do some kind of pirouette. Like he needs to put on his big boy underwear and get ready to.
But see, Kawhi made all of them better last year, and that's why they did so well. And you think about the Magic series. The Magic doesn't have anybody on that team that really can match up with Toronto. So they're meeting a team with the same amount of talent, but what Toronto is missing is that player that makes everybody else better.
Yeah, they definitely a whole bunch of. I mean, they say nobody was drafted in the first round. Type players, a lot of unsigned drafted, which is it's a great story. Nick Nurse deserved the Coach of the Year, but at some point you're gonna run into an animal that's got some stars, and Boston got some stars, because Kemba, man, he can be sleeping and then wake up. So with them, I got them in Miami, going for the glory. But
Boston and Miami, that should be a pretty good matchup, because Miami, to me, man, they play with a tenacity on defense that will frustrate any team. So, I mean, only way Miami will lose is if the team doesn't shoot well. So, I mean, that's how
Reggie Miller's on there. That's who Duncan Robinson reminds me of, the white version of Reggie Miller. Like,
and Tyler Hero is like, I'm in the league. Yeah. Oh, I'm finna shoot this thing.
Those boys got some confidence. I guess Jimmy Butler, gave him that confidence. What you got tonight, Denver Clippers? Denver Clippers, real quick. Talk to me.
I think Denver wore out. I think they don't have the legs tonight. They played 7 hard games with Utah. Clippers rested. If Denver was rested, I would say they could probably sneak the Clippers, because the Clippers aren't playing all that great. They got Kawhi. That's what they got. They got Kawhi. So tonight they're gonna blow out Denver, bro. Denver's wore out. If I was the coach, I'd let my starters play the first half. If we down more than 15, y'all have a seat. We gonna rest up.
It's gonna be well. I mean, 50-point games. I tip my hat to Jamal Murray. That glorified AAU practice. This was just he figured the rims out. He's balling. He definitely is going. He was worth the money. He was worth the $175 million, I guess. But I say the same thing. I think the Clippers bench is gonna wear him out for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking in DraftKings. I got a bunch of Clippers bench players playing, because I think everybody's gonna be sitting down.
That's a good idea.
I mean, you load them up.
Well, yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. So that's the NBA semis. We got that stuff cooking. It's almost football season. I guess we're gonna start off with the. Well, actually, it started out before we go to that. Start with football season. ESPN released their top 10 rankings. We got Clemson, Ohio State, Alabama, Georgia, Oklahoma, LSU, Penn State, Florida, Oregon, and the good old classic Notre Dame. Always there. Wow. What say you about that list, Ball?
Well, I think that list came out before all the information was available. Georgia didn't have a quarterback. Their quarterback opted out.
That is crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, hey, that's what we're living in. LSU lost several key players opting out.
Lost a lot.
So I don't know if they're going to be good. I don't know what Nick and Dabo are doing, man, but none of these dudes are opting out. You ain't heard of nobody saying I'm not playing. I mean, I wonder what they're saying to these guys, or have they bought in so much to the program that they feel like the school is going to pretty much take care of them through this COVID-19? Because, I mean, I haven't heard any cases from those two schools, but you got your Oklahoma where they had tons of cases. Ohio State's not playing. So this top 10 is kind of a gimmick to me, because these teams that have been ranked this high, they're bound to fail because they don't have key pieces. So really, to me, I was thinking about it before the show came on. Really, to me, it's going to come down to probably the two top dogs again, Clemson and Alabama, because they seem to have their teams still together. and they know what they got to do. So that's the way I look at it. Everything else is up for grabs. I think these all conference schedules gonna knock people out. You got the 3 Big 12, SEC, and ACC. It's just gonna be crazy, I think, this year.
Rich chimes in and says LSU's going down to Mississippi State in week 1. I call that. I told Mark Johnson and those guys last week that y'all gonna lose to Ole Miss and Mississippi State.
It could very well happen because they don't have.
I'm telling them.
They lost their star receiver. They lost some dogs on defense. Everybody can't reload. You know what I mean? That's everybody thinks after the national championship. Oh, they got all these guys in the pipeline. We're gonna reload. It ain't that easy, brother.
Not at all. Not at all. Welcome back. Thank you, Ball Chat Pod. We're gonna talk about your stuff in a little while with some good old soccer. So that Clemson, that top 3. How much movement? I mean, is Ohio State even going to play, or are they going to get? You think they're going to get the?
No. Is the Big Ten just put out a report today that 30% of the athletes that tested positive for COVID-19 had cases of myocarditis. So, I mean that stat alone, 30% of the ones that tested positive, these schools not going to put themselves on the line with lawsuits and all this different stuff, man. And it's just not going to happen for those schools. And, you have to also look at it in terms of why are the other schools playing? Well, I look at it like this personally, is that definitely money talks, but at the same time, these schools are located in places where football is life. Not saying the Big Ten is in an area like that, but Big Ten and Pac-12, they got a lot of other things they could be thinking about other than college football. But in the South especially, football is life. So I told my wife, they gonna try to play. If nothing else, they gonna try to play.
Believe that. Definitely. It's gonna happen down here. You think we're gonna have fans in the SEC?
I think they're gonna try to put fans. I've heard from several people that the schools have planned to put 10 to 20,000 fans in the seat. I know Alabama has still sold season tickets to certain people to be able to go to the games. I went back and looked at 1918 and what they did back then, and they did have a lot of games, but they did require people to wear masks. So maybe that would be the key for them to have fans in the stand.
I mean, I think it can happen if they keep the fans low. Basketball, intimate environment, but hey, your wifey chimes in and says, "Money talks, COVID, no COVID, roll tide." She die hard. It's going down in Tuscaloosa. It's going down. It's going down.
I read about these cases at these schools, and I'm like, you think that's gonna stop the football game?
Nah, it's not gonna stop a football game. But definitely, we hope if we get some type of football season, whether it's college or pro. I mean, I think pro can pull it off easier. You think? I think the pros can do it easier because they just got the ability.
They got the money.
Yeah, they got the money to set it up. Each college is so many individual ships. It's not like one umbrella is doing everything, so everybody follows one rule. But we go.
NFL is a job. College is not a job. They can't control where these guys go, who they hang around, and they're young people. So they're going to want to get close and be around different people. But with the pros, it's a job. And, hey, in the NFL, you don't play, you don't get paid. So, I mean, I guess you make sure that you are ready to be ready on the field.
Definitely. Well, we excited about that happening. Pro football's coming up. We'll talk about that a little bit later. Anything around here in the city that's happening? Pity Martinez, maybe?
Oh, man. Atlanta United is having a terrible season. They went down to the tournament in Orlando and didn't score a goal. We lost Joseph early in the season before COVID-19. He's gone for the season. Mm-hmm. And now the only bright star we had on the team, Pity Martinez, has been transferred for $18 million to a team in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, and this is the highest transfer ever in MLS. and they were saying that because of COVID-19, these teams aren't going to make a profit. So this is a good way to make some money during these times. I hate to see that, man. I really do. That really broke me because right now they're struggling bad. So look like we're going to go from first to worst this year, looks like.
Yeah, we got it. It's going to be interesting. I was talking to Buddy at work. He was excited about these two Martinez's playing, but
hey,
the way things looking, it's going to be rebuilding.
Hey, Kev, I guess that's how you act after you win the championship. You know, you go and just blow up the team, you know.
Yeah, I wish
Atlanta pro teams don't know much about that, so I figured it.
The Braves looking good. I wish we gonna have some Braves talk next week, but the Braves looking good.
I know.
But man, how you up 10 and almost lose 12-10?
True Braves form.
Right. In San
I'm
Francisco.
telling y'all, man. I believe it's Stone Mountain that's jinxing Atlanta, man. They need to blow that thing up. I'm telling you, it got to be Stone Mountain. And
that's why you.
In these times,
that's why you.
I'm going with Stone Mountain. It's the jinx for all Atlanta sports teams.
That's why you go.
Blow up Stone Mountain.
Thank you, Jason. Thanks. We were happy to be back. We had nothing else to do. I've been trying to get on for a while, but I'll pull out at the last minute. Something happens. But PGA this weekend, we got some PGA fun. We got some PGA fun happening. Remember last time we were there? It was a lightning bolt strike. Golf is I think golf is exciting right now because they're having a change of guard. That's what's happening. Tiger, it's time to go. It's getting ready to be that time. Phil, since he didn't make the playoffs, he went over to the senior tour or the Tour of Champions. I think that's what it's called. And dominated him, won like by 13 strokes. Like it was, he went, because he can still hit long. And he said, well, I was just really coming over here to, fine tune. He won like $975,000, almost $1 million.
You want fine tune enough.
I'm kind of looking forward to the days when Phil and them over there still like, not giving in and just playing, but fighting each other because they still have that natural rivalry. But the young guns, the young hitters are coming up now in this PGA. Brooks is young too, but he's not as young as this Colin Morikawa guy, the 23-year-old.
No.
Yeah, he's
and they seem to be a little bit more dare taking, man. They go for shots. I think that dude got on 5 and 2 or something like that.
Yeah, he got an eagle. So, in the championship, I can't remember which one it was, the most recent championship. He went forward with a 3-wood or something, man. Just took off. So that he's very exciting to watch. So this weekend, you have to hit a good drive. This is East Lake. It's long. You got to hit a good drive to get into that second, third shot. So I think the long ball hitters are going to do well here. The Rorys, the John Rahms, Xander Schauffele.
DeChambeau.
Yeah, DeChambeau. But when it comes down to it, this is money time, and I would love to say Brooks, but Brooks not in good form. But I'm looking at leaning John Rahm or Corey Morikawa. I think that's how you say his name. So I wish we could go. I actually checked, Marcus. I said, hey, can we? They gonna have fans? It was like, nah, no fans. I was like, no. That was the best.
I think DJ hot right now, man. He been playing good the past couple of weeks. So
DJ
that's what I'm looking at.
But there's really no losers in golf when you come into the top 20.
You got that right.
There's no real losers. 184,000 in a weekend. That's amazing. I love it.
You just don't get the trophy. That's all.
I think that's what I got. We'll get Braves next time we get on. But we'll ease on into this NFL because I know Marcus is on vacation. He's not at home, y'all. Sorry, you don't want to say he's not at home. His his sister-in-law's at the house. Sorry, don't want to say that. Get this man robbed. No, so it's time to talk about what we love down here is this football. We got this NFC South. What you think here? NFC South, I'm pulling it up. Who's gonna win this division?
Man,
this is tough.
This is probably the toughest division to pick. Yeah. And if I'm picking objectively and based on what I've seen, and I'm thinking about COVID-19 as well, I'm going with teams that have been in place, solid, got a plan, make the plan work, and they're going to come out and get an early start and pretty much roll away with it. Okay. So even though it makes me disgusted to say it, I think that the Saints probably win the South.
Based on
the fact that they've been together the longest. They don't really need preseason games. They know what everybody's going to do. I think they have less kinks to work out. Tampa Bay, I mean, practice is one thing, but when Tom Brady get with these new receivers, they got to connect. You know what I mean? And you got to see what happens. So, and then they got all these running backs. To me, it seems like it's turned into a sideshow, and they got to figure out who they are. Falcons is just still, they got to prove that they're worthy to be in this conversation. They got the talent, but they just don't do what they need to do. And Carolina's rebuilding. So just because of COVID, that's what pushed me over the edge to go with the Saints.
No dark horses in the NFC?
NFC South, the dark horse is the Falcons. If they can get it together, they can make some noise. Yeah. I think everybody thinks Tampa and the Saints going to be the top two, but we'll see with Tampa. I mean,
week one.
And the Saints doing a third thing.
Well, how about this then? How many Buccaneers or Saints are you drafting on your team in Madden Mania and our personal?
Let me think about it.
Do you like Leonard Fournette? Does Leonard Fournette give the Bucs any type of close the gap with the Saints?
The Bucs offense is not a run-oriented offense.
Not at all.
So he's not a breakaway guy to take it all the way to the house. He gets you, 10 yards or 15 yards here and there. Bruce Arians hasn't been a running guy. And they got Tom Brady, and they want to use him while they got him.
Yeah.
And they got all those receivers. So I don't know if Leonard Fournette will be that impactful. Now, if Leonard Fournette could catch the ball at the backfield, oh, yeah, he'll be effective.
Trouble.
But I don't know if he can.
What about double tight end sets? They're going to run it?
Say it again,
not a double tight end sets?
Some. I think some. I'm hearing about the little slot receiver they have down there that Tom likes a lot. And Godwin and Mike Evans going to be out there. So what I see more than anything is they'll probably, if they do the two tight end sets, it'll be a gimmick as if they're going to run. Mm-hmm. And they'll use them at that particular aspect. I just think they got too much, and I think they're going to have to let something go, man. They got 3 tight ends and 5 running backs and all these receivers. They're going to and that's what I mean. Who is the person? Who have they connected with? Do you know how he's going to react in the game? Gronk can't play this year.
With no preseason games, when do you think that the level of play will be up to standard? Week 3, week 4?
That's what I was thinking. And I'm talking about giving the teams that haven't played together that got a lot of new pieces. And that's why I picked the Saints, because they don't have a lot of new pieces. They have been playing together for years.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to give them the that 1 to 2, 3 game advantage on the rest of the South. That's going to be hard to overcome. So I think by week 3 or 4, you'll start to see some things happen.
Okay, that's good stuff. Staying with the NFC, we already did the South, so going back. We did where's our camera? I'm sorry, Marcus, that's bad. We did the South. Let's do the NFC North with the Cowboys and the Cowgirls. No, Rodney loves to talk about these guys.
East.
NFC right. East, my bad. NFC East.
Now, the East, this is going to be a interesting one. And the reason why I say it's going to be interesting is that I see this could be a 3-team race. Mm-hmm. I can see the Giants, the Cowboys, and the Eagles. I think that Washington, with all the sex scandals and coach got cancer and they got rid of Geis, and they still need some players.
All over the place, a lot of drama.
The Giants can be probably sneaky good. Here's why. Because Daniel Jones is now, a third-year quarterback. Mm-hmm. And you can see the progression. They were hurt a lot last year, but you can see the progression. and they got Saquon. Mm-hmm. I think that the Giants could probably come in second behind either the Eagles or the Cowboys for this division. Cowboys on paper look great. Can the Cowboys win? We've been asking that since 1995. So if they can do it, we'll see. But I just think that the Eagles have a good coach. I think that they have figured it out. They do just enough to win. They kept their team together. They're healthy now. I can't pick the Cowboys, so I'm going with Philly to win the NFC East.
And does Dak play like he's getting, even though he's getting $31.4 million, does he still play like he's going to be in a contract year and ball out with the new CeeDee Lamb toy he has? What you got? Michael Gallup?
I think Dak gonna do what he's been doing. Dak's a consistent.
So you're saying 8-8?
No. I'm saying Dak's gonna do what he's gonna do. I think that they may be able to be better than 8-8 because they'll have better play calling from their new head coach. That's what I think. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you. CeeDee Lamb, bro, come on. He played in the Big 12, bro. They don't have no
wide
defense.
Open.
All these stats that they talking about, these cornerbacks already know the hype around you. They're going to beat him up, man. They're going to be pulling and hitting him. And next thing you know, CD ain't going to be no more. Jared Judy was the best wide receiver in that class.
Say it.
Jared Judy know how to run routes. Jared Judy played against top 10 draft picks. So don't tell me that CD Lamb is all world when you're playing against give me a break.
Say that. You know, we got these Cowboy fans out here in the world. These Cowboy
1995, fans. Did you know that?
What's that?
That was the last time they won a playoff game was 1995.
It's been a long time.
You know, Romo lost all his.
He lost
all his playoff game.
Well, look here. My division race is I got Philly, New York, Cowboys, and the Redskins wherever they come out. Hey, it happens.
Okay.
All right, tough division. Woo. What you think out here? It's already set. San Francisco and Seattle.
Yes. With this, this division is going to depend on health, I think. Because I think that any one of these teams have the talent to win the division, but it's dependent upon who's going to stay the healthiest. Yeah. And if I had to pick the team that I think is the most thirsty to do something this year, it's going to be Seattle. Yeah. I think that they have the most desire and pressure with Russell Wilson, him being the man, him getting his contract, and that they didn't do anything last year, and they usually are the team. So I think they are the most motivated team to want.
Yeah. What do you think about their pickups today?
For who?
When they re-signed Josh Gordon.
Oh man, it doesn't make a difference.
Washed up?
I think that he can't keep himself together, man. I think he has a mental disability, and that he needs to just work on life, man. Forget trying to play football. Work on life. Yeah. San Francisco had a good year last year, but I think that team.
Repeat that though. It's hard. That's right. To repeat that. It's hard.
That's right. And I think some teams may have figured them out. If I'm picking it, I'm going Seattle, San Fran, Rams, Cardinals. Everybody's hype on these Cardinals, but Cardinals are the Cardinals, bro. Yeah, and check this out. DeAndre Hopkins ain't even practicing. He won a contract.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, that division's already decided to me. Those two, San Francisco, Seattle, and the Rams, overrated.
Yeah. See, have you been watching Hard Knocks? I forgot all about that. I haven't watched
anything like that. I've been out and fixing stuff in the yard, and trying to listen to sports. Would you rather be a Falcons or Cowboys fan? We got 5 rings. Hey, Rich. I don't even know what a ring feels like. The last time I won a ring, it was because of Walter Payton in '85, and I wasn't even a real Bears fan. I was just a bandwagon fan. Like, I don't even know what a title feels like.
Hey. Falcons and Cowboy fans are pretty much the same, except Cowboys fans think their team actually gonna win something.
Yeah,
Falcons
8-8. 8-8. That's him. 8-8. America's team. But that's gonna be a good race out there. Aaron Rodgers, man, what's up? Let's talk about this North. Is his time is up? Is he gonna go be a Cowboy after it's all over with?
I think he's pissed off. I think he's mad about Love getting signed. I don't know if they have picked up enough talent from last season to this season to make any improvements. His receivers, I don't know if they've improved. You can go off of what you think your gut feeling is about what this could be. But to me, the NFC North is a toss-up amongst all four teams because even Matthew Stafford will be back, and we didn't get to see him all season last season, but they are the Lions. But if I had to put them in order, I think I'm going with again with the Vikings, Green Bay, Chicago, Lions.
I die if I die. Cousins, baby. Hey, he's my new dog man. This year. Hey, I die. I'm rolling with Kirk Cousins because he said if I die, I die. That's what's up. Same here. I got the Bears until they get a good quarterback. I got them coming in third. The Lions got. They desire to be better. They have a good year to start out all the time, like first couple of games, and then they just. I think Galladay's gonna ball out because he's on a contract year, right? So he's gonna catch everything thrown to him. Running back, I know my guy from Auburn, big boy. What's his name? Kerryon, but they drafted somebody else. I can't think of the name. It slips my memory right now. I don't really know what's Matt. What the coach's ID? Does he want to run? Does he want to run? Does he want to throw the ball? Because you got a gunslinger back there. But I've always desired for him to have a play action. You know what I'm saying? Because play action, that arm, be like Patrick Mahomes. Just throw it out there to Galladay and let him go get it. So I'm going to flip-flop Denver, the Lions and Green Bay. And then I say still Vikings win the division just because they just hired Ngakoue from Jacksonville, the defensive end. Him and Hunter. Woo! Beat me at the quarterback. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. But the Purple People Eaters always have a defense.
Well, they stayed together as a team. I think with Diggs gone, it got rid of a little bit of a distraction, I think, that probably was going on. I think that it's certain teams such as like a Minnesota and Green Bay, they out to prove something. You know what I mean? They're motivated. And I've realized last year motivation make a big difference in the NFL. So
yes, it definitely does. NFC North, it's going to be, the normal. Does Aaron Rodgers have a I told you so season, or he has a season where I'm going to be mediocre and get me the hell out of here?
I think he's going to have I told you so season because I think that they're healthy. He has his weapons back. And to me, to be honest with you, I think Aaron Rodgers' number one problem is that he's not focused on every drive. He kind of like Jay Cutler to me. Like, he'll go out 3rd and 7 and throw something crazy and walk off the field like, okay, well, it's time for the defense. So I think this year he's going to be motivated and focused because it just didn't seem like he was focused, like had that fire in his eye to go ahead and win the game. So I think he's going to have it this year.
No, that's good. The Super Bowl champion's not coming out of that division anyway, so, hey, overlook that. It's time to get to some of these big dogs. Let's go on over to these big dogs. Let's start with the little dog conference that's so happy Tom Brady's gone. Man, I can't imagine what it's like to be that conference. That it's just how many years? 13, 14 years?
17, something like that.
17 years. He gets what's this? 1, 2. He gets 6 free wins every year, and the Dolphins every other year beat them.
Right.
6 free wins. That's playoffs right there. 6 playoffs, 2 non-conference. Hey, I'm in the playoffs, Aiden.
8-8. I'm in the playoffs.
Exactly. I like this division because it's young, it's up and coming. Did you see the pictures of the Jets left tackle? I think his name Mekhi Becton standing next to
I did. Yeah, that's a big boy.
They say he's athletic too. Like, that's what's crazy. Yeah. So I'm gonna rank mine. Buffalo, it's your conference to take.
Okay.
But believe. That's what your hat. You've been wearing the hat for a long time. You got
That's
the
right.
Buffalo Bills hat, and it's time for them to shine. Because Tua's learning curve. I mean, Tua's gonna make some bad plays. We know it's gonna happen. Cam, that's the one right there. That's the X factor to me. I think Cam's mad. Cam don't even say he's starting. He said he's battling for a job. Like Cam is taking the role of underdog completely. He is out to
make
us.
I agree.
And Josh has never had the run factor. I mean, I think Cam can run the same offense as Tom. Maybe not with not much accuracy as Tom did. Tom knows how to throw the ball low and let your man carry it to the ground. But as far as like when you get in trouble, like can scramble, I think. I mean, and I think they're smart enough not to let him scramble a lot. Stidham, yeah, he was the laying in wait, but you got a star that's on his last couple of legs. They didn't hire him for nothing. They're gonna find out what he does. So I got Bills, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins. Dolphins with some exciting games. Tua's gonna have some couple of exciting games, but learning curve. Fitzpatrick's mother died, I think, day before yesterday. Yeah. Something like that. I can't remember. But so I guess Tua's been taking some snaps, and up in Philadelphia, of course, the other Alabama guy, adopted by Oklahoma, first team reps. So Buffalo, Ball Chat said Buffalo. Whew. Hey, Ball Chat, look, the conference is already terrible. I mean, we got to pick one of the former terrible teams. We got to pick somebody. Chris Williams, thanks, Chris. Thanks for chiming in tonight. Chris Cross will make you jump.
But man, I think this division is interesting to me. And once again, preseason is hurting the analysis of this division. Buffalo, I feel pretty solid to know who they are and what they are. They got Stephon Diggs, and I think that's going to help a hell of a lot because they did not have a consistent deep game.
Yeah, but he still don't throw the ball accurately.
But he can throw it out there and Diggs can run. Mm-hmm. Like if you look at him, they can run the ball. He can throw a few short passes. Him and the tight end was connecting, but he didn't have any receiver outside of Cole Beasley to be anybody that he could count on that'll catch the ball. Yeah. And I think that was the missing piece. The defense is good. I just think they didn't have that threat to go down. So I'm with you. I think Buffalo should win the division, but here's why I'm hesitant. The Patriots have Cam. Are they going to run the Carolina Panthers offense with the zone read with Cam? Or are they going to give Cam the Tom Brady offense where he giving the ball in his play action and they're going to make this thing work? So that's the dilemma, because if Cam gets the Tom Brady offense, think about Cam in play action sitting back there for 5, 6, 7 seconds, and he get a chance to throw the ball like Tom Brady couldn't do. That's going to be deadly. Yeah. And you're going to have a running game that's solid with Sony Michel, Rex Burkett, and all them other guys back there taking the heat off of him. So I think if Cam doesn't get hit a lot this year, I think he actually can get back to his MVP season because he should be healthy with all that time off.
Yeah.
The Jets throw me off bad. And the reason I say that is because I don't know what Le'Veon Bell looking like right now. I don't know if Sam Darnold has stopped partying and not, is he really going to connect and do what he needs to do? I think the defense had flashes last year, but last year they got hurt a lot. And then Miami, I just think, like you said, they need to grow. There's a learning curve with Tua. I think they're going to upset a couple of people just because they're young and hungry and they have a good coach. But if I had to pick one, I'm going with Buffalo to win this division. Finally, another team outside the Patriots win the AFC East.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't be shocked if they come back. Don't be shocked if the Patriots win it again,
though. Bill Belichick, hey, man, he ripping off sleeves on commercials. So, I mean, he definitely got something up his sleeve. So, it's going to be a good one. AFC South.
Well, you can X out the Jaguars. They tanking for Trevor.
Tanking for Lawrence. Oh, my God.
You probably can X the Colts out because Phillip Rivers is 50 years old and he don't have it.
Old, 17 kids. Coming down to – now you're down to Houston and Texas. Titans. The simple Titans. I mean,
I know, man.
Who?
But
man, Deshaun need to get hit. What's that boy name? It's on the tip of my tongue. He need to get out of there, Watson, before he die.
Yeah, John Watson.
Yeah, he needs.
And you don't have D Hop no more. Your receivers are Kenny Stills and who's the other guy they had on that team? But those
QT.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Those are your receivers. Yeah. Oh, and your running back.
And
who's your running back?
Mashed in the backfield when you drop back. Titans got an easy division this year, bro. Maybe the Colts give them a little hectic, but you know Derrick Henry is a load. You know they showed in the playoffs that when it come time for playoffs, running games would matter.
That's right.
They keep it dirty. They got a good defense. Tennessee. They got the same rapport. Tannehill feels more appreciated. I see them winning this division easily.
I'm with you. I like Tennessee in this division.
So that's
Deshaun needs to go.
She need to come to Atlanta, baby. We'll take him.
But on the fantasy side, it's going to be a lot of fire in this division now because Jacksonville.
It's going to be a lot of low-cost players if you're looking at it that way.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I mean. It's going to be a lot of people.
Chris Thompson, Mack, but they got a lot of running backs in Indianapolis.
You got Chalk. You got Pascal for Indianapolis. You got the running back. What was his name last year that was killing them?
Mack.
Mack.
Mm-hmm.
Those tight ends for Houston, he loved to throw to them. LaFell and
gonna throw to and every now Will Fuller gonna get it, but he gonna pull a hamstring like always.
So there's a lot of fantasy.
You see the injury report next week. Oh, he tore his hamstring, and that's that quick twitch stuff. I think we got them. Here's your favorite conference. You know you're a sneak Steeler fan anyway. AFC North. So is it time for Mr. Madden 99 to put up or shut up?
Man, I think that like in the NFL, teams figure out what you're doing after they have some time and seeing what you're doing. And Lamar Jackson cold and running the football is his thing, bro. But every time he does it, he take a chance that one hit gonna give him an injury, and that's gonna be it. I don't know if Baltimore will be able to repeat what they did last year. I do think they're gonna be in the running for winning the AFC North. Mm-hmm. But I do think that they got embarrassed by the Titans. They got exposed, and because of all of that, I think that the Steelers, with Big Ben coming back, and their defense, I'm going Steelers, Ravens, Cleveland, Cincinnati.
I think Ben's going to come back with a little vengeance. I read a story how he came out of the game that day. His wife knew something was kind of wrong when he was holding his arm after every throw.
Right.
They say he was about to quit. He was at his lowest. But, the young guy from the hyphenated name, I'm getting old, y'all, Smith-Schuster, he was absolutely nothing last year without Ben. So I see him as a bounce back year, being that stud. Ben's going to right the ship because, they had a lot of drama with the quarterback, with Duck Dynasty and the other guy, what's the other guy's name that got hit with the helmet on the head?
Forget his Hodges.
I can't remember, whichever one. That was crazy, though.
But you know what, though, kid? If you think about it, man, last year Pittsburgh was one-dimensional. Run the ball, they didn't have a quarterback, and they still almost made the playoffs. And they signed Minka last year, Fitzpatrick,
that's which made they got a quarterback back now.
Exactly, and that's why I picked them over the Ravens because I think that they have the defense to deal with Lamar Jackson.
Yeah,
I really do.
Take time. Just like they figured Vic out, they're gonna figure his tendencies. I like the middle. I like the middle. I know the top end, right here in the middle. These two orange and black teams, orange and brown. You like Mixon getting the money, getting paid?
I mean, why not? Who else gonna go to Cincinnati?
I mean, he's never really had a load though. No. I think when he gets the load, he performs.
I do too. When he's in there, he performs. Yeah. I agree.
But they just don't commit to one thing.
I think this is a good signing because who else is going to go to Cincinnati is what I'm saying.
Yeah. It was, yeah. It's kind of definitely. What do you think the Heisman Trophy winner gonna do in the league?
I think he's gonna struggle like all of them do their first season. 15 and 15, 15 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Joe
Starts
Burrow,
or he's starting, right?
yeah, he's starting. Joe Burrow, the issue that, and this is going to tell the story about Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow was able to escape trouble and still be able to make a pass, and that's key in the NFL because he don't want to run. He just want to get out of trouble and then pass, and they couldn't get him to the ground.
Oh, he's not escaping like he did in college no more.
That's what I want to see. I want to see that. And if that doesn't work for him, we're going to see the Joe Burrow we saw 2 years ago when he was getting knocked down at LSU.
Yeah. Unless he went to Drew Brees' sidestep camp, because Drew Brees know the sidestep. Drew Brees been going to a lot of celebrations down there in Mardi Gras. He know how to dance the Mardi Gras jump mambo or something like that. I can't. He don't go nowhere, but he sure keep them hips moving. So yeah, I like that. I like the inside. Cleveland, terrible job, I guess, because that's so much. Me and KJ were talking about this today. He was just like, "It's not Odell's fault, Dad," because he's an Odell junkie. It's not Odell's fault, Dad. Like he can't throw the ball and catch it. That's like you're right. So y'all got to figure out y'all can get y'all a quarterback because Baker Mayfield. This is the lifetime of a bench warmer, a backup, or is he gonna be a star in the league after this?
Well, I think they got a coach now, and that probably helped them out a hell of a lot, man. I think Freddie Kitchens and Baker Mayfield were more buddies than coach and player. So I think Baker wasn't really developing under Freddie Kitchens. And now that they have a true head coach, it's going to force him to be the type of quarterback that they need to win, meaning if he needs to be game manager, that's what you go out there and do. I mean, you got 2 stud running backs who can run the ball, Chubb and Hunt, who can run the ball like crazy. I mean, you got those receivers, sure, but if the quarterback can't get it done, you got to, as the coach, you got to be like, well, we're going to run this thing. Let's do it.
Hey, you're right. I look for the top 2, and I'm going to say 1 and 2A, 1A, 1A, 2A. Buffalo, Ravens and the Steelers, and then I'm going to put the Bengals still at the end just because, rookie quarterback, you can go growing pains, but eventually going to be a star, hopefully, so you can get that conference more competitive like it used to be back in the days with the Icky Shuffle.
Right.
So last but not least, of course, big conference. Yeah, it's a lot of big hitting over here. Broncos, yeah. I think a little bit still ahead of their early expectations, but I mean, I see KC, of course, running away with this. Yes. John Gruden, second year, got his people there. I see the Raiders coming in second, especially with the tight end and how he played. They need to put him more in the offensive plan. Chargers, growing pains without my man that's been there for 30,000 years, Phillip Rivers.
But the Raiders lost Terrell Williams to an injury.
Oh yeah, season. I saw that. Yeah, I did see that.
I'm going Kansas City, Broncos, Raiders, Chargers.
So you liking Cortland Sutton and the gang?
I think that Drew Lock can do what he needs to do. They got a double-headed monster at running back. They finally got some receivers with Judy and Sutton, and that tight end wasn't bad. He was coming into his own last year. And the defense, I just think they kind of were like, well, we got a young guy. We're not no need to go all out. But I think they still had the pieces to get back to that top defense. Yeah. But, of course, Patrick Mahomes is going to run away with this. So I'm going KC, Denver, Raiders, Chargers.
It's the same as me. Raiders, I sure wish we were playing them away and it wasn't a pandemic because you already know we was going to Vegas.
Man, that was going to be a thing.
I already know. So power rankings, you agree with them? I think flip-flop 3 and 2. Maybe take 2 down to 5. This is ESPN's power rankings.
I wouldn't put the Cowboys in.
Cowboys shouldn't be in there. Any Cowboy fans chime in. I know who is going to chime in.
And another reason I'm saying that, man, is that, I mean, the Cowboys can't get right, man. They on paper they look great, but they just can't get right, man. I don't know why, but that's just what it is. Sorry, Cowboy fans, but your team just can't get right. Sorry.
Yeah.
So let's see if it was the coaching. Let's see if it was Jason Garrett. Maybe it'll be a big turnaround.
So if you replaced that number 5 spot, who would you put in there? Seattle, Buccaneers.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
That's the 3 I got. Seattle, Buccaneers, Vikings.
I would say them for sure. I definitely would go with Seattle there. Yeah. I got a good feeling about Seattle this year.
Yeah, they've weathered a couple of storms of celebrity losses, but and Russell Westbrook just keeps winning, so it's gonna be interesting. Right. It's almost here. I think that's all. We covered all our divisions. We didn't talk about no beer though. I guess you could talk about some beer.
Oh man! So guys, I picked up this little beer from Publix. Actually, it's Steel Hands Tropical IPA from KC, South Carolina.
Are you near?
I picked it up. Yeah, I'm there now. So it has the description is saying that what made me get it is a burst with juicy hops and an intense tropical aroma of mango, passion fruit, and papaya. I was like, oh, that sounds pretty good. So
it sounds like you at the beach.
6.8% alcohol by volume. It's a pretty good taste. It's all right. It's okay. It's not my go-to, but if you can get your hands on this Steel Hands IPA, tropical IPA, I think it's worth a buy and a try. The cans are kind of dirty, which I didn't like, but other than that, it's a great one. I definitely.
I'm gonna check that one out. I'm gonna have to check that one out. I don't know. Hey, we're back. It's first day.
Man, we're back, y'all.
Going hiking today.
Like when I was seeing the commercials of the games that were coming on next Sunday, man, I had a warm feeling in my heart, man. It just made me
something to talk about.
Hey, it motivated me to look at my fantasy teams. It motivated me to look at a lot of stuff.
We got a fantasy draft here on Sunday night.
Yeah, Sunday.
After the 53-man roster gets dropped at 4 p.m. If you drafted tomorrow, how are you drafting without knowing who is on the darn team? Who's on the team? I don't understand. I don't understand how you draft like that.
If you got the number 1 pick, who you going with?
Me, number 1, Christian McCaffrey. Why not?
I know that's right.
Number 1 is the easiest spot to be in. It's like number 5 and number 6. But the best thing about being in the middle of the pack is you come back around. Like, if you got a 12-man team, you're number 6, every 6th pick, I'm getting the pick. Versus at the ends, you're getting 12 and 12. It's just a long day. It's a long day.
I've been in every spot. I think I understand how.
I had Tom Brady, and he got a knee injury. Tom Brady ain't been hurt since. Kansas City, boy. I knew that was going to be the reason.
Well, I'm excited, man. I'm glad it's back.
What else y'all gonna do this weekend in the vacay?
Man, I'm gonna head back and probably 5 to Grill one day this weekend and get some food rolling.
I'm off.
And watch some of this basketball era.
What is the score?
Oh, you know Joan tonight, man. Did you know that?
The score? They winning again?
UAB was playing somebody. Let's give it a quick look here. But yeah, UAB is playing and Southern Miss is playing tonight.
Oh yeah, that's good stuff. I see John Morant just won the NBA Player Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, that was expected. Oh, UAB up on Central Arkansas State. Central Arkansas 21-7, 7:25 in the second quarter. And then South Alabama.
Just in. Toronto wins by 1 point, 104-103.
They did win.
Yeah, they came back and won. That's what's up. What's up. All right, y'all. So, we're happy to be back. No choppy show. It's hard to do a show from afar because, it's just hard. But we are happy to be back. We haven't done anything. It's been 5-6 weeks. 6 months? How many months has it been?
Yeah, it's been 5 months.
It's a long time.
5 months, brother. So we back. We're trying to go prime time. It's going to be a bigger and better season. Y'all get ready to tune in, man.
Let's do it, man. Till the next time, partners. Peace.